We all love a good joke, but what possesses someone to get on stage with no idea if their gags will hit the spot? Well, for some, it's not just about the laugh.
In 1912, an iceberg with a lisp said it was thinking the unthinkable.
What sort of person gets on a stage, under the spotlight, in front of a microphone, and makes a complete and utter fool of themselves? Yes, it's a comedian. Now, you might think that most comedians have bags of confidence and nerves of steel, but that's not always the case. Tonight, we're looking behind the curtain of the North East comedy circuit.
Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Ken Brady!
For 44 years of my life, I was totally healthy. Before the stroke, I worked largely in bar management. Part of my motivation, if you like, is to prove that I'm not dead yet. I'm still alive and kicking, you know.
Does anybody know any jokes? I've got a few of my own.
I mean, anybody who calls their daughter Bonnie is tempting fate. But Bonnie Tyler, that's a breach of the Trades Descriptions Act. She's not a proper roofer. The main symptoms or after effects is left-handed weakness. I haven't got any use of this arm whatsoever. And this leg, I can walk to an extent, but it's weakened. I was a lot worse than I am now. I was actually paralysed from the neck downwards. And this consultant said, I think we've come to the parameters of your mobility. The parameters of my mobility. You mean I'm not going to walk again? I'm afraid so. That's not going to happen. And he was wrong and I was right. Because this arm doesn't work, I can't do those inverted commas in the air, like when you want to convey irony. So to compensate for this, I've had to develop my own font. The new Albion ironic font. That comes with a punctuation mark, which you may be unfamiliar with. This sarcastrophe.
And Ken is determined not to let his stroke cramp his style. Comedy allows you to fight back against any challenge. And when I reached a critical point in my life, it was just what I needed. I know how it feels on that stage. You've got to have a lot of guts to get up there. And for me, if I'm honest, I actually lost my confidence a few years ago. That was when I transitioned. But by getting into comedy, I got it back again. So what is this to you both? Obviously, you're all having a good time, but is it serious? Is it a hobby?
Ideally, I would like to make a living out of this, but it hasn't come to that point yet. I'd like to build up. I'd love to actually make a living out of this. Comedy has given me a social life, which is beyond playing bingo in a church hall once a month, which is what a lot of stroke survivors end up doing, you know, and I'm not ready for that.
For some, comedy is all about having a great time. For others, it's more of a personal journey. Proof that whatever happens in life, you can have the last laugh.